Okay, fine. So far we have not defined accounting calendar, right? And the program also triggered. It's completed with normal. Okay, now everything is fine. So there is no issues in this. Okay, if there is any issue, right, then it will become completed with warning. Okay, completed with warning, and it will show you in yellow color. Okay, fine. So next is, so we have to go and define chart of accounts. Okay, chart of accounts. So chart of account, this word is actually right. One of flex fields in Oracle. So we have a flex fields. Okay, flex fields. So wherever you see code combination, right, and all. So these are all flex fields. Okay, and this chart of account is a KFF. Okay, key flex fields, and we also have DFF, descriptive flex fields. Okay, let's discuss. I'll before that I'll just show you how it would be. Go to the setups, financials, flex fields, key, segment. I'll show you how it would be. Application would be general ledger, and this is accounting flex field. So this accounting flex field is a multi-structure. We'll discuss what is multi-structure, what is single structure, and all. Okay. So if you see this, some existing one, someone is practiced. Okay. If you see this, there is some segments will be there. See, company, branch, account, okay, cost center, product, like these combination. So if you see these combinations, right, it will give if any transaction perform with this combination, the accounting will hit. Okay, that account we call GL code combination. So by seeing that code, right, we can understand in which company the transaction performed, okay, and which account it is, and each it is in which place, okay. Like some people will say branch, location, different, okay, different namings they can put, okay. So now we'll go and define our own structure. Before going to uh, discuss this, right, in application, let's have some theory on this. I told you, right, flex fields, yeah. Yeah, here, flex fields. Let's understand about the flex fields little bit. And we also have this topic in inventory, KFF topic, like key flex field topic. Okay. So in our Oracle application, we have KFF and DFF, KFF and DFF. So KFF will store a key information about the records actually, very key information. And those key information, you can make it as a mandatory or optional. Okay, wherever you see descriptive flex field, right, this additional information will store additional information. And this KFF is actually when you create a KFF, right, that data will store in a backend in a segments. You will be having a columns in segments actually. Let me show you that. In a backend you will be having a segments. Okay, let me just type it on some table. I'll just give PO headers all some table. Okay, So if you go and see, there will be having, see, segment one, store your PO number, that's okay. See, segment one, two, three, like that, you will be having around 20 segments. Okay, 20 segments. Okay, it will be there somewhere, it will be existed. Some table will have those that much uh, like segments, and some table will not have. Okay, and next thing is descriptive flex field. So the descriptive flex field will store a additional information of the record, and it will have attribute. So this will have segment, segment one, two, three, four, like that it will have. Okay, and this will have attribute. Means the data will store in the backend. If it is a KFF, it will store in segment. If it is a DFF, it will store in attribute, like attribute one, attribute two, three, like this. I think we have these points here in the below. Let me, yeah, here it is. Okay, segment one, two, three. Here it is attributes. Okay, attributes. So this KFF is a mandatory, and again, if you want, you can make it. And here also it's a lot optional. Okay, it's totally optional. DFF, when you say DFF, it is totally optional, but if you required, you can make it this DFF also mandatory. Okay, so this DFF you will see in real-time concepts. Okay, and this KFF will see now, like we'll go and define one chart of account structure, that where you can see, and also clearly we can see in inventory topic. Okay, fine. So in KFFs, we will be having multi-structure KFF. I told right when we opening this form, this is the multi-structure KFF. So if you see, this is the application and title, and in the down you will be having structures. If you see, there are lot of structure. I'll query one more structure here. Let's see. So if you see this item catalog, there is only one structure is there. So it means it is a single structure. Okay, it is a single structure, and you cannot even go and click in down, or you cannot even press control down. Okay, it won't allow you because it is a single structure. And I will open another one. Control is here, down arrow. So it is item categories. The above one is item catalog, and the below one is item categories. So we'll have a clear discussion what is item categories, item catalog in inventory model. Now we are discussing general ledger, right? So if you see here, there is a structure, multi-structure. I can even control down, and it will allow you to create new structure. Okay, it will allow you to create new structure. The same way, this general ledger accounting, this accounting, what happened? Yeah. So this general ledger accounting flex field is also multi-structure. So here you will be having multiple structures. So that is meaning of this what? Some of KFFs are single structure and some of multi-structure. Okay. But in DFF, you will be having a global data elements. Means when we say global data elements, the DFF will have same functionality. Whatever your DFF you enable will applicable to entire global level. Means entire application level. Means the same application you are using for India, for US, Australia, Canada, right? For all related business group, all related of companies, right? It will enable global data enable elements. And we also can have create local data elements which is specific to some region, which is specific to some organization. Okay. Okay. Okay, fine. So next is the identification. So the identification, if we go and see identification, we will be having um, a, for DFF, right, we will be having a square bracket. Okay, and for this we will be having some segments. Actually, when you click it, then automatically some segments will open. Okay, there is no separate in the form actually. Okay, second. Okay, there is no space. This is not in this form. Okay, it will be separate function will be there, separate function. So as we go on opening here, right, the application, let me open the application here, right, key segments. Okay, and whenever you do any kind of transaction, it will show you there. Like for example, if you are going and doing some material transaction and some adjustment transaction, you are doing some miscellaneous transaction, there you will have to enter against which account, against which company, against which warehouse you are doing this transaction, you have to enter. So that is KFF. Okay, and descriptive flex fields, let me show you opening any form. So far we have seen business group form, right? Let me open business group form. Okay, ABC. So if you see this square bracket, right? This is a square bracket. So this we call descriptive flex fill. See, someone is made it here some element, like some element to store. So why we need this extra additional information about the record? Okay, additional information about the record. Okay, additional information about the record. Like Oracle will provide everything. Okay, if again business is requesting to, they want to track additional information. Okay, in that case we can utilize this DFF. We can even have one more field here with like ABC, ABC region type, whatever it is. Okay, whatever the business asks, we can have, and we can make it as either optional or mandatory. Anything is we can do. So this is descriptive. So how we can identify? Based on square bracket. Okay, square bracket. So that is the meaning of this. DFF can be identified in the form in a square bracket. Okay. So on KFFs we have 39 in Oracle. You don't need to remember all this 39. Only like 7 KFFs if you remember. That too it is inventory KFFs. That is enough. Okay. 7. Or you also remember chart of account. Chart of account KFF. Right, chart of account. What is the KFF name for chart of account? If someone asks, right? So it is application is general ledger, and flex field type is accounting flex field. That's it. Okay, accounting flex field. Okay, and this DFFs we will be having 2250. Okay, 2250 DFFs are there. Means in each every form. If I open another form, for example, I'll go and open user form. User form. To go user form, you have to go system administrator, security, user define. Okay, user define. We won't be having here. Let me open responsibility, DFF form. No, we also not have this DFF. Okay, some other forms will have square bracket. So that's why we will be having 2200, 250. Okay, 250. Okay. So any question on this KFF and DFF? Why I have added here this KFF and DFF before going to discuss the chart of account structure. If you know little bit about this, why we need this KFF, right? Then you will get understand. You will have some understand. Okay. Now, so the chart of account. So it is a chart of account is one of the KFF. So key flexible in Oracle application. It's the owned by links. The application owned by General Ledger. It is owned by General Ledger application, and the title is Accounting Flexible. Okay, Accounting Flexibles. So what is the purpose? Mainly business daily transactions. And what purpose? It is mainly sending to GL and reporting purpose. Okay, fine. So now what I'll do is I'll go and maintain this structure combination. So chart of accounts combination is this. First, it will be company and which department and which account. And if need, we'll go and add warehouse, okay, inventory or branch or location. Anything we can, okay, anything we can. So let's go and maintain this. So if we go and maintain this, we have to go and define value sets actually, okay, value sets. Now you will face difficulty and hearing new words, okay, new words and all. But I'm going forward. You will get familiar, okay. You will get familiar. So what is this KFF? What is this DFF? What is this chart of account? Chart of account is a general word in even in if you see in outside, right? In any applications you will see, okay. But specific to some application will also have values, value sets, segments, attributes, okay, this kind of word pronunciations, okay, fine. So this, if you want to go and define chart of account, right, we should have value sets, okay, for each segment. This is each segment. This is the segment 1, segment 2, and segment 3. We'll also add, location. This is a fourth segment, okay, location. We'll also add location. So these four segments, we are going and creating a chart of account structure. Okay, fine. Location, fine. So let's go and create four value sets now. Go to the application. For creating a value sets, so what you can do is you just come to security, flex fields, come to the application, okay, validation sets, validation sets. You can define this value set either from sysadmin, either from general ledger, okay. You can define anything is fine. So first is ABC company. So in description you can copy here. So what is only you want to have list of value, okay, just go with this default one, okay, list of value. And security type, no security, okay. And this is format validation, we go with here number, okay, number. So we'll go and maintain number, like for example 10 is a India company, 20 is a US company, 30 is a Canada company, like that we will maintain, okay. The maximum size you can maintain for, okay. I'll just keep 20 here, maximum size of this number, okay, number. And leave it as default, whatever is defaulted, right, you leave it as. So here this is more specific to technical, okay, validation type. So you will be having independent, dependent, and pair, table, right. So this will help how the data has to come, So when you perform any transaction or when you are adding the values, how it should come. If it is independent, it is not depending on any other value set. Okay. If it is a dependent, it will be depending on some other value set. Okay. And if you go with validation type none, it means it is fine. Whenever you do any kind of transaction, if you enter any value, it will accept. Okay. That is a none. And if you give the pair, so it is combination of two, based on two values, it will be the data. Okay. Are you hearing any background noise? Can anyone confirm?
Not sure.
Oh, okay, thank you. And we also have special and we also have table. So table in the sense when I select this table, right, this will enable, this button will enable. Okay, see this button is will enable, and from here they can give some SQL code. So what it will do, it will bring the data from that SQL code. Okay, and this is translatable, independent, dependent. These are all related to technical. Okay, now you go with defaulted one, that is independent. Save it, saved. Okay, so once you save, right, few of things you cannot update. So that is validation type, you cannot update. Okay, you cannot update. And let me go and define new. So next is ABC department. Okay, ABC department. And here select the number here, number, select the number 20 and save it. So we also need to define one more, click on new. Two more we have to define, account, account. This is number. So this format, right, you can go with character, date and time, and number. Okay, standard date, timing. Okay, you just go with number for now. Means we have to follow number. This value set, right, we can define any purposes. Not only for this chart of account structure, we have other purposes as well. Maintaining the values. Okay, list of values, and maintaining some static constant values. When I say constant values, we will be having a streets. The streets list we have to maintain, right? Even on like, so now in AP, Andhra Pradesh was divided, right? So those values will be the Oracle Corporation will maintain in the value sets are in a lookups. Okay, lookups. So how this list of values comes based on the value sets. Okay, we don't need to discuss further. Let's finish this. If I say value set again lookups, you will get confused now. When that topic will come, we'll discuss more on this. So next is location, right? Fourth segment, location. So ABC location. Okay, this is number. Okay, and here, so I'll go with, so max you can spend 20, it will allow you up to 40 actually. Okay, you can keep it as 20, but for this one we need only 5 characters, that's it. Okay, fine, save it. So we have defined 4 value sets. Fine, 4 value sets we have defined. Now we'll go and define structure. Go to general ledger, the first responsibility. Now go to the setup, double click, accounting, no, go for financials, flex field, key segments, key segments. So this is the navigation to go KFF. Any responsibility, any responsibility will be having flex field. After the flex fields is the navigation. Okay. So set up financial flex field key segment. So here F11 type with general ledger, and here accounting flex field. Okay, you don't need to type full name, just give this and give control F11, it will give. Now here just go and add your own structure, control down arrow. Okay, control down arrow, ABC, ABC, chart of account structure. Okay, ABC, chart of account structure. Same one you copy and keep it in description also. Fine. Now this is your specific record. With specific record, these buttons will enable now. Okay. So here first, whenever you do this one, don't forget to enable this allow dynamic insert. Click on this. So why we need this allow dynamic insert, right? Whenever you adding any values or performing any transaction, right? You don't need to define the code combination, okay, before the transaction. While you doing the transaction itself, dynamically you can insert the code combination. That is the meaning of this allow dynamic insert. Okay, and this segment separator. So between this company, department, account, right? So what separator you want, that will decide here. Okay, either it is like period type or hyphen or dash or pipe symbol, or if you want to have some custom, yes, you can go ahead and maintain custom, and the custom one you can maintain here. For example, I want at the date in each segment, the same will store, but the Oracle suggested one this period. Okay, it's like dot. Okay, fine. Now after you enter insert allow, like after you check this allow dynamic insert and after you select this, now go to the segment, click on segment. Okay, so this is where you allocate your value set here. First one is first number one, ABC company. So ABC company, the prompt like a window prompt is like how you want to see this. Okay, when you perform any transaction, when you open the forms, how you want to see that window prompt, you have to select here. Okay, now column. So as we discussed, right, this chart of account KFF will store in database in column, like which column? Segments, correct? Here segment 1, segment 2, right, in the database it will store in the segments. So now if you go to this list of value, it will show you the segments. See, segment 1. So up to 20 you can see. See, up to 20 you can see 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Segment 1, you select segment 1. First one is segment 1. Now you have defined the value set, right? So that value set you have to assign here. Okay. Go to the list of value, type with ABC. ABC. See, these are all we define. ABC company. So it is starting with whatever the word starting with, it will come. If you don't want to see others, just give the space and find it. See, these are all we defined. Select company and come down. Second one, ABC department. This is segment percentage 2. Segment 2. Like it will come, which is wherever is 2. Okay. Now this is assign the value set here. ABC department 3. ABC account. So this is segment 3. Segment 3. So ABC department. Fourth one is ABC location, right? Location. Segment 4. Segment 4. ABC location. Okay. Now just save this. And the important thing is here. First thing. So we have to tell the system it is it is qualified to which criteria. Okay, it is qualifies. This flex field is qualifies to which, whether it is a company, whether it is a account, a department, a cost center. Okay, all of this. So first put the cursor on the top level company, click on the flex fields. Okay, click on the flex field qualification. Now you select this balancing segment. Balancing segment. Okay, don't forget, if you miss this setup, right, miss this, if you miss this setup, or if you um, by mistakenly given for other to other, right, then it will come like when you are doing a transaction, it will have different view. Okay, it will have different view, the validations will not work. So don't forget this setup when you're doing it. For the company, it should be balancing segment. Okay. See, again, when you work in real time, right? These are all finance related tasks. So why we are defining now? Because we don't have a financial consultant. So we are implementing this multi-arc. So our SCM task will come from the operating unit level, right? Doing the setups for purchasing, order management, inventory model, our task will come. So up to here, the HRMS consultant will take care of business group. Okay, and financial consultant will take care of general ledger activities, defining this ledger, chart of account and everything, right? So why we are telling here, we don't have those persons, and it's better if we also aware a little bit. So next is it will be cost center. Let me see this. If we miss this, right, again it won't if we update again, right, it won't allow you. The first time save only it will accept. Yeah, first is okay. Next is department is cost center. Yeah, department is cost center. Yeah, department is cost center. Save this. And this one is account is natural account. This one. Save it. This three is enough. Okay. These three are key parameter. For these now further segments, you don't need to assign any qualifier here. Okay, you don't need to assign. Okay, fine. Save this, and close this form. Close this form. After you close this form, right now you go and enable this. Okay, enable freeze flex field definition. If you enable this, then again we cannot go and do any changes on this structure. It will freeze. Actually, it will freeze. Okay, now compile. Click on compile button. Compile it. A program will trigger. Okay, let's say see the flex field was successfully complete compiled successfully, and request will trigger now again. Okay, if you want to go and see system submitted request, view request, find. See, this is the system submitted and it is running. Okay, it is running. Refresh the data. Refresh, click on refresh, it will complete. See, one program is completed, and again the program again triggered to some other. So it's also completed. Let's click on refresh it. So all programs are completed. Fine. So why we need these programs, right? Whenever you do any setup or any key setup, right? This program will validate whether you done correctly or not. If you done incorrectly, it will give warning message or error message. And if you done correctly, it will do it will do post the data to across the all the validations. Like your changes, whatever you done, the changes, right, will reflect in all the other forms, other ways. Okay, fine. Fine. We have defined chart of account structure. Okay. Any questions on this? I think this is the one which we define. How do we know? You just keep the cursor here. Help, record history. See, this is done by ABC SCM implementation user and today. Creation date this. And in which table it will store? In the backend, this is the table. In backend, this is the table it will store. Okay, that's fine. And we click this one, right? Freeze. If you go here now, see it is now grayed out everything. It is freezed. You cannot do any changes. Okay, you cannot even do any changes. So that is the purpose this freeze. Again, you can ask me a question. See, later I want to go and do some changes, and that is mandatory. Then how we can do? Simple. You just go and unfreeze it, means disable it. See, unfreezing the flex field. So it will give some warning message. This is a warning symbol, right? Warning symbol, right? So it will give some warning symbol, and it is okay if you are doing correct, and if you are sure, then click on OK, else cancel. Okay. Now again you go to the segments. Now it will allow you to see earlier it was grayed out, right? It was freezed. Now it is enabled for update. If you want to, you can go and update now. Anything. Okay, fine. Cancel it. And whenever you do updates, it's a mandatory that you have to freeze it again. Okay, otherwise the changes will not reflect. Okay, and again you have to compile mandatory for each and every updates. You have to freeze and unfreeze, and then you have to compile. Okay, so we have just 1 minute. Anyone have any questions? Fine. So everyone start practice. Okay, I think tomorrow we'll see everyone's practice. Everyone should be completed up to today's session, chart of account structure. Fine. If you don't have any questions, then we can wind up the session and we'll connect tomorrow.